know what time it is. If you hear that jingle, you know it's time for Big Mistakes in Real Estate. We are coming in with today's episode, which is about becoming a part-time real estate agent. It's all about how to do it, because I personally went through this for 1 year as a part-time agent to get where I'm at right now as a full-time agent. Listen up if you want to know the tips and tricks to becoming a successful part-time agent right after this.
Everyone makes mistakes, but these mistakes can cost you thousands in commission. Are you a real estate agent? Then listen up and learn from the Big Mistakes in Real Estate podcast with your host, Isaac Ocean.
What's up, everybody? I am the host of the show. I am Isaac Ocean, the host of Big Mistakes in Real Estate, and we are coming in straight to the meat of the subject, which is becoming a successful part-time real estate agent. So really, when you first make this decision, you have two decisions. You can either become a part-time real estate agent and stay at your job, or become a part-time real estate agent and try to save up enough money to walk away from your job, which is what I personally did. And everybody's going to have their own situation and their own journey and their own path, which is going to be a little bit different, and that's cool. So you also might just want to, maybe you're a stay-at-home mom, stay-at-home dad, and you want some part-time income that you can do like while watching the kids. Well, this would be a great avenue to follow. So those are the paths that you can kind of take as far as I'm aware. If there's any other people that are doing part-time real estate for whatever reason, post it in the comments below. So one of the biggest parts of becoming a real estate agent is how to manage your day, especially when you're a part-time real estate agent. And I'm going to assume that you're doing that because you're going to hold down a full-time job and spend some money to pay for real estate, because if you don't do anything with your part-time real estate agent, whatever, it costs money to have your license. It costs money for access to Supra. It costs money to access to MLS. So, it's like $1,000 a year ballpark to be a professional real estate agent. So if you're not making $1,001, you're wasting your money as a part-time real estate agent. And maybe you should get another job doing something else, because it ain't working out. Just saying. So how to manage your day becomes very complicated. So I'm going to assume a couple things. Now, if you have a full-time job and it is a 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. job, you are going to have a little bit of difficulty being a part-time real estate agent. And I speak this from personal experience. So whenever I had my full-time job, 40 hours a week, my schedule was from 7 p.m. to 3 a.m. in the morning, and that worked out really well. And I would have to work a Saturday, and I had Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday was my work week. So this schedule worked really well because I could have time off during the day to do what I would recommend that most of you do, is, especially if you first start in real estate, is work in the office. You want to get some floor time, get some people walking in off the street. You don't have to pay for advertising, especially if you don't know what you're doing. You can waste a whole lot of money and time in advertising if you don't know what you're doing. So just having some floor time in the office can go miles for you. So the first thing that I would say is change your schedule if you have a regular 9 to 5. Try to work closer to a night shift so that you can kind of have more control of your schedule. Because I promise you one thing, the phone will probably stop ringing, and usually does, after it's dark. Like from 9 p.m. till almost 7, 8, 9 in the morning, I don't get any phone calls. So during that time, if you're doing work, you don't have to worry about you could have been doing real estate stuff, but instead you're at work. That's kind of the give and take. So here's another cool thing if you set your schedule up that way. So if somebody wants to go see a property at 8 a.m. in the morning or 9 a.m. in the morning and you work till 3, 4 a.m., you can set that up. Are you going to be tired? Yeah. But you're working a full-time job with a part-time real estate gig, trying to get it launched to a full-time real estate career and get away from your job. So it's going to take a little bit of sacrifice and a lot of work. So that's kind of what what I would recommend that you do with your schedule. Try to work your other job during the night. Try to work real estate during the day, because it will pay you dividends at the end of this. Also, and this is kind of a gray area, should you do some of your work at your other job? And the answer is yeah. Where where do you want to be? So you're at your other job where you're getting paid, you might be able to make follow-up calls. You might be able to set up campaigns. You might be able to set up email captures. You can do a lot depending on what your job is. I was absolutely blessed by my last job because I have a ton of downtime to work on real estate and website and now podcasting stuff, which has really, really, really helped. So, how do you get all of this work done within this consolidated schedule? You plan. You have to plan everything. Your schedule needs to be completely packed. And if you want to add on top of a full-time job trying to do real estate part-time and you have a family on top of all of this, you really need to plan with your partner and with your family and let them know what you're trying to do to get to the next level, because it can get really complicated very quickly. I have my family here, my son, my woman, and we're all trying to live together while doing real estate. And now podcasting is my part-time job on top of everything else because it takes a long time to do it right. So all of this stuff can add up and just eat away at your day. And I've learned quite a bit. And here's another little tidbit, and this is managing the expectations for your clients. So whenever it comes to what they expect you to do, you might not be able to do. But here's the thing. If you let them know you are not a full-time real estate agent and you are a part-time real estate agent, you are probably going to lose the business. So I'm going to say that one more time. If you tell your customer, your client, however you want to phrase it, you're a listing or your buyer, whoever, if you tell them that you're a part-time real estate agent, you are probably going to lose that client, because nobody wants to work with a part-time real estate agent. There are so many agents that are full-time out there that if you're part-time, you're competing with them. It's hard to talk up a good game. Be like, oh yeah, I could totally not answer the call between 9 and 5. So if you call me between then, good luck. I'll talk to you tomorrow. That's not going to fly. So manage your own personal expectations. Also, you might be in a situation, if you're working 50, 60 hours at your job already and you want to try to do this, good luck. I don't even know what to tell you at that point. That's a lot. So manage your expectations for your clients. Manage your expectations for yourself. So in my personal opinion, I never let anybody know that I was a part-time real estate agent. I let everybody know that I was a full-time real estate agent and did some odd jobs on the side to pay for some extra money, bring in some extra money here and there. So you definitely want to plan your day, manage your expectations, and checklists to keep your time frame the way that you need it are going to make your life so simple. The most key factor of a part-time real estate agent is it's very simple. It's checklists. I'm telling you guys, this stuff makes it so simple because you cannot be making mistakes on contracts or signatures or on the wrong line, or you forgot to reach out to the title company for whatever reason. All of these are little tiny mistakes, but they add up to this huge problem when you're a part-time real estate agent. So really understanding the process of the entire transaction from beginning all the way to when you get a check is really, really important whenever you're a part-time agent. It's super important if you're a full-time agent, but here's my point. During a 9 to 5 work day, a regular agent, if they have an issue, can just go and handle it. If it's a 9 to 5 work day and you're at your first job, 9 to 5, and the problem happens at 9:05 in the morning, you can't even handle that problem till after 5. And by then, after 5 o'clock, the title company could be closed. The problem could have already escalated and you lost the contract, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. There are a ton of things that can just go wrong in real estate that you need to manage. How many of those things can go wrong, especially if you are a part-time real estate agent? Now, the next thing, and this episode is going to be a super quick, very fast episode because there's not a whole lot of meat to this subject, but I didn't want to add a whole bunch of fluff. So here's the next thing. Work 7 days a week. Yeah, holidays, nighttime, 7 days a week. If you want to get out of your full-time job and do real estate part-time and save up all of your commission checks, you have to work 7 days a week if you have another 40-hour-a-week job. It's how you get where you want to go. I don't know what you want. I know you probably clicked on this and you're like, oh, you're going to offer me the secret sauce. And I'm like, yeah, it's hard work. Go for it. I don't know what you want me to tell you. So I can tell you some mistakes that I made. And this is my big mistake in real estate. And this cost me, to this day, tens of thousands of dollars because I was a freaking idiot and I didn't listen to all the coaches that I was listening to. I listened to them, but didn't do what they said to do. So if you walk away with anything and you're a part-time real estate agent and you are trying to leave your job in 1 year, because that's what I gave myself as my goal, and I figure I'm not alone in that. So whenever I set that goal, I should have began advertising either on postcards or mailers or email or Facebook, whatever it was. And here's why. Typically, whenever you do advertising, it's going to take 1 year to actually come into effect where people are calling you and you are getting responses from your actual advertising. Now, if you know that you are going to be leaving your job and you're going to be doing real estate part-time for a year, I'm telling you guys, if you take anything away, start advertising right now. If that is your plan, spend $100 a month, $1,200 for the whole year. And at the end of that year, whenever you're getting ready to walk away from your job, your phone should just about that time start picking up from all that advertising that you did. Now, this was super disappointing because that didn't happen to me. I went a different route. I didn't plan. I didn't listen. I should have executed much, much, much better. But on everything else in the plan, this was what exactly to a T what I did. And I made it happen. So, and on top of all of that other stuff, how do you handle your money as it's coming in? Well, it depends on your goals. Again, if you're just trying to supplement some income, have your full-time job on, and then your part-time real estate gig, well, that's amazing. Then just spend your money however you want. But if you're in the other category with your full-time job and then you want to leave your job in a year, you need to save your commissions. Don't even look at them. Who cares how much you made? Just save the money and spend it and put some back in advertising or MLS fees or whatever else. But don't spend it on anything except for the business, because that's how you grow it. Just take everything you made from that year and put it back into the business. These lights behind me, I didn't have them. This $400 microphone, I didn't have it. That $1,000 camera that I'm shooting this on, that's a webcam, I didn't have any of that stuff. All that stuff I got from the commission that I made from real estate, and I reinvested it back in this business. And that's why I keep on growing to the next level and next level and next level, is because I take my money and inject it back into the business. And guys, by this point, if you have not noticed, the last episode, the checklist episode, did not happen today. And there's a reason. I know it's the same reason as last episode. The checklists are just not up to snuff. I'm going to be completely honest with you. I had to send it back to the designer. This is the 4th time going back to the designer to make sure it's exactly what I want, that and what I think is going to be amazing for you guys, and it is going to be awesome. All you have to do is print it off and send it to your every time you go to the office, just print one off and it'll make your day fly by. It's a productivity masterpiece, if I can say so myself. Toot, toot. Anyways, guys, so I know that this was a super, super short episode. And next week, we are going to be hitting the checklist thing. We're going back and forth with our designer, but whether he has it or not, I am putting that episode out. It has been ready for a minute. So we're going to be launching that. Make sure you check us out every Monday at 4 o'clock. We come out with a new episode. Guys, those 5-star reviews, those likes, and those subscribes matter so much, no matter where you are right now. Pull out your phone, give me a 5-star review. It'll take you 2 minutes, and you have no idea what it does for me. And on this episode, that is it.